Hey everyone, this is Michael again, and welcome to my review of tonight's edition of Raw. And the show just ended about 10 minutes ago, and it's been a crazy day today. We actually have a nor'easter that's happening outside. I have a nor'easter on the in the tri-state area here in New York, with Jersey and upstate New York. They're getting like some snow. Basically outside it's just rain and strong winds. Basically 30 to 40 mile per hour winds, gusts up to like 15 mile per hour winds. So yeah, it's a little crazy outside tonight. That's what's happening today. But anyways, this is my review of tonight's edition of Raw. And I gotta say that it was a good show. I enjoyed some stuff that was on it. It was entertaining. So, but the show opens with Roman Reigns coming out. He has the shark cage is in the ring, and he talks about the Royal Rumble because this Raw is the go home show to the Royal Rumble, which is coming up this Sunday. And he talks about, Jericho is going to be locked in that shark cage, and he's going to go one-on-one with Owens, and that Reigns is taking the Universal title from Owens. And then you have Jericho and Owens come out. Owens gets on the mic saying how Reigns, how Reigns put, stars through the announce table, and he also mentions about last week when he put Reigns through the table, and that he was the only one to do that out of all the superstars there. And Reigns wanted a rematch with Jericho for the U.S. title later on in the night, and Owens, wanted to see it, but they had to get the match made official by Mick Foley. But all in all, it was a pretty, it was a okay, decent segment to open up the show with. And first match was Luke Gallows versus Cesaro. This was a pretty good match. Just you had Gallows and Cesaro, giving it all they got. But the match ended with Carl Anderson kicking Sheamus, and he's distracting, and Carl Anderson distracts the ref, leading to Gallows to pin Cesaro for the win. So yeah, so Luke Gallows is the winner. But all in all, it was a pretty good match. And then after that match, you had we saw Mick Foley in his office. He had Stephanie on the speakerphone. Sami Zayn walks in and says, what does he have to do to be in the Royal Rumble match, to get into it. And so Stephanie makes a match for the night, and she says that if Sami could beat Seth Rollins, he will be in the Rumble match. And so that eventually led to the match happening next. And after that, we had Bayley doing an interview, talk about going into her match with Charlotte on Sunday. And after that was Seth Rollins versus Sami Zayn, and it was a pretty good match, very entertaining match. Really enjoyed Rollins and Zayn in this match. You had Seth Rollins pedigreeing Sami on the apron outside of the ring, and then you just had Rollins was going for the pin, and out of nowhere you just heard Triple H's opening music, thinking that Triple H was going to be here on Raw tonight, but he wasn't. It was just a setup for Rollins. And then just Sami Zayn just pins Seth Rollins to score the win. And so Sami Zayn is going to be in the Rumble match. which is awesome. But you know, with this, it's just leading to Rollins versus Triple H at WrestleMania. So, and next match was Ariya Daivari, Tony Neese, and Drew Gulak versus Mustafa Ali, TJ Perkins, and Jack Gallagher. Pretty good cruiserweight match. Really enjoyed Mustafa Ali in this match. I think he's a good, really good in the ring. TJ Perkins, you know, I like TJ Perkins. You know, he has an awesome, you know, opening, you know, Titantron music with the 8-big video game music. You had Mustafa Ali, TJ Perkins, and Jack Gallagher win the match. Defeated Ariya Daivari, Tony Neese, and Drew Gulak. But it was a pretty good match. Pretty good cruiserweight match. Also, Rollins and Zayn was a pretty good match too. And then after that, after the cruiserweight match, we had New Day coming out. This was when it came back from the commercial break. New Day comes out saying that they are going to win the Rumble, and you know, they want to become the tag team champions once again. And then Enzo and Big Cass come out. Big Cass announces that he is entering the Rumble, which is cool, which is awesome. And Rusev, Jinder, Mahal, and Lana come out. Rusev comes on the mic saying, you know, why does Big Cass, you know, put the word big in his name? Then Titus O'Neil comes out, interrupts. He announces that there is going to be, that they're in a match, an 8-man tag team match. And so it's a New Day, Enzo and Big Cass versus Titus, Jinder Mahal, Rusev, and Braun Strowman, which was the surprise, other member for their to join Titus, Jinder Mahal, and Rusev. So, and then you know that led to a match: Titus O'Neil, Jinder Mahal, Rusev, and Braun Strowman versus New Day, Enzo, and Big Cass. And it was a entertaining match. You had Titus O'Neil, Jinder Mahal, Rusev, and Braun Strowman beat New Day, Enzo, and Big Cass. Which you had Braun Strowman pinning Enzo. And then after the match, you had the Big Show returning. You know, he's in good shape because he lost all that weight. If you saw pictures online, he was training, and he wanted to lose that weight that he had, and he looks pretty good now that he lost all that weight. And so he returns. He gets in the ring with Braun Strowman, and they have a stare down, which you know, kind of thought, you know, somebody was going to throw punches, but Braun just leaves the ring. So wanted nothing to do with Big Show. So, but overall, it was a pretty good match. Titus O'Neil, Jinder Mahal, Rusev, and Braun Strowman versus New Day, Enzo, and Big Cass. And then the next was Roman Reigns versus Chris Jericho for the U.S. title. You had the shark cage hanging above the ring, and it was a very entertaining match. Reigns and Jericho. You had Kevin Owens on commentary. Kevin Owens was, you know, trying to distract Reigns, and then just Roman Reigns defeated Jericho by disqualification because Owens came into the ring and started attacking Reigns. And what was really cool was the shark cage was lowering. Kevin Owens wanted the shark cage to lower, and so they did lower it. And Owens and Jericho put Reigns in it. Owens locked it up, but Roman Reigns escaped it. And you know, when he escaped it, he took out Owens and Jericho. Reigns locks Owens inside the cage, and it gets lifted up. What was really funny, Jericho was holding on to the cage, and just Reigns just Superman punches Jericho, and he falls from the cage. And then Reigns just spears Jericho to end that segment. But it was a funny little segment with them after the match. So, and when we came back from commercial break, you had Jericho letting Owens out of the cage. They were getting interviewed. Mick Foley now changed the stipulation for Owens versus Reigns for their match on Sunday, and Foley made it a no disqualification match. So this Sunday, Owens and Reigns match for the Universal title is going to be a no disqualification match, which was pretty cool. And after that, we had Charlotte being interviewed about going into her match with Bayley on Sunday. So next was Nia Jax versus some jobber. Nia Jax defeats her. After the match, she talks about Sasha, talking crap about her. Sasha ends up coming down, and just Sasha just taking out Nia Jax with one crutch that she had. Sasha just hit the crutch to Nia, and you had Sasha going through the second rope. She did the two knees to Nia Jax, which was cool. So, but Nia Jax versus this jobber was nothing special though, nothing great. And the next match was another cruiserweight match. It was Rich Swann versus Noam Dar. Alicia Fox was there at ringside. Rich Swann ended up getting the win. And after the match, Rich Swann calls out Neville, to get face to face with Neville, but it didn't really end up happening. And then just Rich just took out Neville through the second rope, which was cool. So, but Rich Swann and Noam Dar, that match, it was pretty good. It was enjoyable. And the final segment of the night, which was Goldberg returning. He comes out saying that he's going to dominate the Rumble. He's going to toss all the superstars out of the Rumble. Paul Heyman ends up coming out saying he could have, that Goldberg could have had any superstar to face in the Rumble, to face at the Rumble. Brock Lesnar comes out, and Paul Heyman said that that Goldberg is going to be eliminated by Brock. Lesnar comes into the ring, to be face to face with Goldberg, and then the segment just ends with the lights going off, and Undertaker is in the ring, and he stares down at Lesnar and Goldberg. These three guys are going to be in the Rumble match Sunday, and I can't wait to see how this is going to be with Taker in there, Goldberg and Lesnar, among the other superstars that are going to be in the Rumble match. It's going to be an awesome Rumble match, in my opinion, hopefully. But that ending where you had all three of them in the ring, that was really cool. Good way to end tonight's Raw. So anyways, that's it for my review of tonight's Raw. Thank you all for watching, and until next video, which will probably be my review tomorrow night of SmackDown. So until that video tomorrow night, I'll see you all later. Bye.